What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got one from Columbia Pictures, and it is She's Out of Control. As you can see, I checked it out from the library, and it got checked out a little more often than I expected. This stars Tony Danza as a dad. He's the host of he's the operator of like an oldies radio station. He's a good guy. He's a good dad. He's really proud of his daughter, played by Amy Dolenz, because she's a good girl. She gets good grades. She's kind of mousy, kind of shy. She's got a really meek boyfriend that's kind of part of the family. So he's really happy about it. But then she turns 15, and while he's gone to a radio convention, his girlfriend turns his daughter into like the hottest chick in school. She gets her braces taken off early. She gets her makeup done. She gets her hair done. She gets a new wardrobe. And when he comes back, she's got a line of guys just out the door waiting to go out with her. He completely loses it, obviously, and just goes on this overprotective dad streak, and his life just kind of starts collapsing around him. And that's kind of the premise here. Is just, this is a very common concept in comedies, especially in the 80s and even into the 90s, of a dad that just can't cope with the fact that his daughter is growing up and is dating, and they go over the top in reaction to it. So this movie's interesting to me because it's the one that Gene Siskel said that after he saw it, he wanted to just quit being a movie critic. He hated it that much. Roger Ebert added it to his most hated movies list, and I honestly don't get it. I mean, is it a great movie? No. But it's a cheesy, over-the-top teen comedy. Like, there's a million other movies that are very similar to this that get a pass, why is this one so hated? I mean, to me, it knows what it is. It doesn't pretend to be anything deeper or more complex. It's just a really goofy, over-the-top movie. And even Tony Danza, just hams it up to the moon, man. I think he's really funny in this movie. And I think the fact that it's so over-the-top and so accepting of what it is makes it a pretty humorous movie. I don't know. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but it's certainly watchable, and it's so, soaked in 80s vibes. I think that adds a lot to it too. This is the late 80s, so there's just leading into the 90s, a little hint. You could almost pass this off as a 90s movie, but some of the way that it's shot is definitely has a lot of nods, I guess, to other 80s teen comedies. But I actually like it. I don't know that it's one I would watch all the time, but I think it's a really funny movie at times. Tony Danza, I love Tony Danza, so I can't help it. I love the guy. He's really good in this. Wallace Shawn is here as a really aggressive, rude, a parenting expert. Amy Dolenz is hot in it. She was 20 when she made it, according to IMDb, but she plays 15 in the movie. She looks pretty young though. So at the end of the day, this is just a really goofy comedy. I don't know why it gets so much hate and other similar movies get a pass. I can't tell you, but I think it's worth seeing just to see the movie that Gene Siskel almost quit being a critic over. I mean, that's something, right? That's a legacy. If you like just, cheesy, light teen comedies, I would give it a look. Of course, if you like Tony Danza, you'd be bananas not to watch this, because Tony Danza is spectacular in everything that he does. So that's She's Out of Control. The DVD is a really old. It's got a decent transfer. At least it's anamorphic widescreen, so that's always a plus. I hate when you watch some of these older ones and they're not. It's just a huge pain. No extras or anything like that. So if you like cheesy comedies, give it a look. If you want to read my full write-up, you go to markfusion.com and check that out, as well as thousands of other movie reviews. There's also hundreds of other movie reviews right here in my playlist. Watching those old videos is a huge help. Giving me a sub is a huge help as well. If you want to directly support me, you can go to my website, use my links, help me get even more movies to review, which would be awesome. But thank you for watching this video for She's Out of Control. I mean, would my channel really be complete without reviewing every Tony Danza movie? I don't think so. Thanks for checking it out. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.